Hey, what's up guys and welcome to Tennis channel. And today I will do a comparison between two pro stock rackets. If you go on to prostocktennis.com, you can see that there are two types of the pro stock blade, which is the H22 here and the pro stock blade 98. So what's the differences between them? Well, basically, they have different molds. The H22 here has a box beam, 22 millimeters. I don't know if you can see in here, but yeah, it's a box beam. But the Pro Stock Blade 98, it has a D beam, the same as a retail blade. Some of you may want to know where did I get these rackets from because the Pro Stock rackets are not like something you can find like anywhere. Well, gotta say both of them are not mine. The H22 here, if you watch the previous video, my friend's Brandon, who sells Pro Stock rackets in Singapore, let me borrow it. And another one, I know a guy at a club that bought it from prostocktennis.com. Unfortunately, I haven't got my hands on the Blade Pro yet. Very eager to know the differences between the Blade Pro and the H22. So stay tuned. I think I will get it like probably like next month when Brandon come to Thailand again. Before we go to the court, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more tennis content. And I just saw this statistic, and only 15% of you guys are actually subscribed to my channel, so that is kind of sad. So help me click on the subscribe button below. Thank you very much. I will start off with the Wilson Pro Stock Blade 98. This one is at 16 by 19. You can see that it kind of looks like a retail blade, except that it comes in glossy instead of matte paint job. For the spec, it has a 305 diamond strung, but it's more head heavy than the retail blade and has higher stiffness rating of like 68. The swing weight is 304 points unstrung, and the strung swing weight with this string, the Slingo 2 by soft, and with the head protection tape that the owner put on, could be easily hit the 340 marks. So yeah, definitely not something I can easily wield every day. Overall, I can say that this is a blade. It has pretty much the same characteristics as the retail blade 98. It kind of feels the same to me. I thought it's gonna be like way stiffer because the stiffness rating is high, but it's not. It still has that plush feel at contact, and the string bed feels a bit body like a retail blade. The main difference that I can feel right away from the first shot is that this racket is way more powerful to play with. It's way under power, it's not maneuverable, and it's even more unforgiving than the retail blade. You can see on the video that I can barely get the ball over the service line even though I put all my effort and use a lot of energy to swing. I mean, if I swing at this rate on my other rackets, the ball will go way faster and deeper than this. The power is very limited. I feel like it gives me even less than what I put in, probably like 80% out of 100. And I also cannot hit casually with this racket because there will be no power and spin whatsoever. It requires full extended swing with full power. It's really exhausting to play with. The launch angle is low and the spin potential is not good. Actually, it's close to the retail blade on this. It's something that I don't like and try to get away from. The good thing is the racket is super stable. I think it's more stable than the retail blade and it's more stable than the H22 as well. The control for power is great, especially if you hit flat shot. Another thing I like is the backhand slice. It feels so good. It feels right. The racket face is stable and I can get the ball like deep and low on the one-handed backhand slice. Overall, I don't think this is the racket for me. Like, of course, the swing weight is too high for my level. Normally, I use just like 325 points, but this one is 340 plus plus. And the racket itself is under power. So, yeah, I would prefer the retail blade than this one. The next one is the H22 Pro Stock. This one has a 18 by 20 string pattern, box beam 22 millimeters, so it has a bit thicker beam than the Pro Stock Blade 98. The spec is 305 gram unstrung, 330 grams strung. Not sure about the swing weight, but Brandon estimates at around 328 points after removing all the leads he put on previously. But I feel like it's more than that. We'll measure it later when I can. Overall, I really like this racket. It's not a blade and doesn't play like a blade at all. It is so soft and plush and solid, and it flexes just right. It is hands down one of the best feeling rackets for sure. Speaking from my experience of testing probably more than like 40 rackets over the past couple years. At first, I thought it feels like a softer Pro stuff, but I actually play test it alongside the PS97 V14 yesterday, and I think this one feels even better. However, I think the stability on this is not the best. Don't get me wrong, it's already enough for my level of play, but probably because of the flex, it kind of feels like it has a bit trampoline effect, especially on my forehand when I swing out. The power is good compared to the Pro Stock Blade 98. When you swing at low speed, yeah, it's under power, but if you can reach the threshold, it is so powerful. It plows very naturally, and I can send the ball fast and deep. What I like the most on this racket is the spin and my backhand. Even though it's an 1820, the spin on this racket is absolutely crazy and easy to access. I think it can generate the same top spin like an open 16 by 19 racket. My backhand on this racket is so good. Even my hitting partner is surprised how good it is. Like normally it's my weakness, but on this racket it's even better than my forehand. I'm so confident on the power level and accuracy I can create. I can nail it cross court or down the line as I want. I love it. My forehand is just okay. I can get topspin, but it's hard to control when I didn't hit it right. The control is good. I think the outstanding feature is the directional control. I feel like I can change the direction of the incoming ball very effortlessly. The depth control is okay. At least I can use the top spin to control that. So if you hit flat, you probably like the Pro Stock Blade 98 more than this one. I feel like when I didn't get enough topspin, especially when I didn't get my timing right and hit late on the forehand, I can easily send the ball long. And when I hit late on the rising ball, the ball often goes to the net. So the main downside on these two rackets are the forgiveness and effort to play with. I can say that it requires good footwork and timing than other rackets in the market. I know some of you guys always say every rackets require good footwork. Why are you saying this and that? Well, my point is if you compare this one to like E-Zone 100 or even the Blade 98 itself, when you hit late or not in the sweet spot on those rackets, there's way higher chances that the ball will still land in the court. But on these rackets, well, close to 0%. On the serve, the first service is powerful. I can get a lot of power and good ball placement as well. No problem at all. The second serve is just average, a bit reach to get the racket head speed to create spin. So, do I like the H22 more than the retail blade? Absolutely, I really like this racket. I love it. But does it make sense for me to play with it? Well, probably not on a daily basis. It's the racket that I will not choose for like a match play. But if I just like playing, rallying with my friend on Sunday, yeah, I will absolutely pick this one to play with. Um, will I switch to this racket? Probably not. The reason is the same as I said before. But if I can find the H22 with like under spec and has a lower swing weight of probably like 325 or something, yeah, I will consider it. Um, I can trade the stability of the racket with the lower swing weight. Yeah. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video. I don't know what the next video is, but oh yeah, probably the Rec 998. Well, stay tuned.